Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel, whichever may be the case for you. My name is Matt. As you can now see on the screen, I am clearly an old man. As you can now see on the screen, I'm clearly still wearing this same sweatshirt that I was last week, and that's because I'm recording a whole bunch of these in a row. However, I'm really enjoying myself as I go through Itzy's discography and trying to rank it to figure out what my favorite Itzy song is, or Itzy adjacent song is, because we're doing OSTs, collabs, all that kind of thing. I haven't done any of the extra episodes for Itzy yet in terms of like the collabs and the OSTs, but they're coming and they'll likely be on my Patreon. Be sure to check the link in the description below. Anything that I do where it's ranking a group's discography is always a free post, so you don't have to worry about paying for a tier. Just join up at the Patreon and say hello to the gang, and leave your comments there on any of the posts that we do that you can't get here on YouTube. I'd love to have you there. Let's check our current rankings. Imaginary Friend, Bet on Me, Kidding Me, Trust Me, Cheshire, Sherry, Tunnel Vision, Dalla Dalla, Cake, Wannabe, Sneakers, Boys Like You, Icy, and Want It. This time around we're doing It's Summer, so we're going to break it down a little bit where I'll put the chords over the top of my head and all that kind of stuff, talk about what I like or dislike about the song, and then we will rank it within these 14 songs that we already have. Let's get going. Links for both the audio and for this lyric video will be in the description, so be sure to give everybody their proper love when you listen to this song, or if you use those links. I appreciate it. And I do pause videos. I do talk over the top of them. If that's not for you, I totally get it. You know, I'm just not for you, and I appreciate you giving the video a try. So let's get going.
Watch up summer, watch up summer, watch up summer. It's my summer. It's my summer. It's my summer.
Hey, okay, key of A.
It's my summer.
Oh, great.
뜨거워진 여기 분위긴 핫해. I like summer. Summer. I like this summer. Ow. 왜 숨어 있어 뭐가 그리 심각해. Let's go summer. Let's go summer.
Listen to where those claps sit in the beat. Think about where you're feeling 1, 2, pardon me. Think about where you're feeling 1, 2, 3, 4, and how those claps are just, they seem just a little bit off. That's intentional. That's what we call creating a pocket. The bass drum seems like its relation to the beat is different from the hand claps, and the hand claps are maybe just slightly behind. And it's not something that you would normally notice unless you actually sit and listen to it intently. But that's important. That's what makes a lot of computer-produced audio sound more human. Because I kind of doubt that they had 20 or 30 people standing at different places away from the microphone and clapping their hands. You know, they used a clap sample and then made sure to place it slightly, maybe even in different places against the beat, to make it feel more human. And that's really important. You can't do it by the grid, because then it'll sound like a computer's making the music, because the computer never faults. But if you move things off or on just a little bit, then that creates pocket. And good producers know how to produce a pocket. They know where to put those, just kind of where to put them just off the grid in order to make it feel that way. And this producer obviously did know how to do that. Whoa! Hang on, I gotta go back. So we've been nice and calm saying I like summer.
Let's go summer. Let's go summer.
Now, I love those harmonies. But the whole time underneath that, there's those harmonies underneath. And that's what gives it all the life. Plus, the fact that it's major. I was not expecting that because up until that point, all we've heard is the bass line, which implies minor because it goes to the C natural rather than the C sharp. If the bass line went, that's a whole different feeling than it going. And that second one is what actually the bass line actually does. So I'm thinking, okay, the chords are, if we get any chords, they're going to be minor. But they're not. They're major. Those kinds of neat surprises are pre-thought out. I mean, sometimes they're just instinctive. A composer will just come up with that stuff instinctively. But then a producer will really refine it and decide when that major chord is going to come in order to really hit you. And the producer evidently decided, okay, well, we need this to happen now, because if it doesn't happen now, then it's just going to sound out of place as opposed to a progression. So that's cool.
Oh,
I love how the bell tone is now emphasizing a major chord too. It's doing a sus to a major. And I love that mallet.
It's my summer.
Gotta have your own kind of riser.
Watch up summer.
That was a unique riser. I really liked it. Is that like a trombone playing?
It's my summer. How's your summer?
There's one note that sounds like it's an actual horn. There's probably a sample, but it's still. There's a lot of forward energy in this. The lyrics and the way they're sung.
It's my summer. It's my summer. It's my summer. It's my summer.
I love that little vocal chop line in the back too. It's great.
Or groove. Step.
Now it feels minor again, except for the vocal chop still doing major.
Or show. You like? You like it.
Adding a different kind of percussion to add drive to it, or something that was further down in the mix before. Perfect.
It's my summer. It's my summer. It's my summer. It's my summer.
I love how it seems like the last few Itzy songs we've heard, especially the B-sides, have a coda to them. Meaning that, you know, the song is essentially over, but you got to find a way to wrap it up. And they do with mixtures of instrumental or, a final word at the end. I really like that approach. I really like the production of this simply from the shape of a song. It started out, you kind of understood what the core value was of the instrumental at the very beginning, and then they just kept elaborating on top of it. Yeah, that was really cool. I love that. And I don't think that was in at the very beginning. It didn't drop in until like the first chorus or something like that. But then it held on continuously to let you know, no, it wasn't a mistake. We really wanted to do this. Let's check this ranking. Let's see where I rank it. Here's something else that I just thought about. I love the way the spoken word is pitched. You can't really call it a melodic flow, but what's up, summer? I'm having to sing a pitch, but it seems like they're just speaking it, and their speaking voice matches that pitch, which is the key. It sounded like some of the speaking words were, you know, and then there was even when multiple voices were doing it, it was almost like it was harmonized spoken word. That to me is one of the most critical parts of doing good flows, is whether it feels melodic, whether it's intended to be or not, or whether it's intended to be just straight spoken word or not. There are all kinds of distinctions and choices you can make in regards to that. I'm sure a lot was thought about by the music director or whatever, who said, let's try it this way, let's try it that way, and then figured out what the best approach would be. And of course, all of these group members are so talented that, you know, all a music directors has to do is probably ask them once, and then they're able to just do it and then move on. So it's very cool. Where am I going to rank it, though? I'm starting here at Cheshire again. I'm going to go just below Cheshire. That's where I'm going with It's Summer. Mostly not because the song really hit me emotionally or anything like that, but because the production is something that I just totally respect on this particular one. Sometimes it's easier for me to rank the production than it is for me to actually rank the music, because a lot of music in K-pop is the same. But I know good production when I hear it, and that was good production. So that's where we're doing this time around. We'll be back with what next week? Ting, ting, ting. All right. I'm looking forward to that. We'll see you then. Don't forget, if you want to leave a like or if you want to subscribe to the channel, nobody around here is going to shun you for it. I do have extra K-pop group content on my Patreon, link in the description below. Bye.